Alright, hello, welcome. My name's Jason Welsh, and this is the Arduino. Oh, I better pronounce that right, or some foreigner's going to get me. Arduino. There we go. Ween. Oh, Arduino. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street daily when I deal with this stuff. So, here is the Arduino wire harness. Yeah, right? What the heck does it do? Well, I'll show you. So, there's been a time, many a time, when you get something that goes like this. Whoa, that's mass chaos, right? So many wires, all to power the really cool screen I got from Adafruit. Oh, love the screen. So I'm going to be doing something in the near future with this screen. But, first off, I needed to conquer this. That's a big hot mess. So, I invented the Arduino wire harness. Sweet. So, check this out. What you do is get yourself a nice pair of wire strippers. Yeah? Red wire, probably 5 volts. You go ahead and stick it in the 5-volt slot. Just like that. And, for each wire that you do, you just go through this little tunnel slash opening I've made. So you get everything going. Alright, like in the very end, you say to yourself, well, I want to keep this just the way it is, and I don't want the wire slipping off at all. So, now I just fold this down, just like that, and these are on little springs. So you can take them, rotate them, and now that wire is not coming out whatsoever out of that socket. That socket is locked. Isn't that great? Yeah. So that is the Arduino wire harness. And it supports all the pins. You can see through here which pin goes to what. Right now I have it attached to a bumper. But let's say in the long run, okay? In the near future where you have everything set out perfect. You've invented your thing. You've gotten done with it. And I'm stalling as I look around for my Allen wrench, which I don't have. Alright, sweet. Luckily I didn't tighten these. So I got done with this, and it's a working experiment. I can loosen these nuts at the bottom. Notice I just used the standard bumper that I always use for all my little inventions with Arduino. Okay, I could pull this off. Wiggling it back and forth to loosen the screws that I should have an Allen wrench for. Good, good. Look at nothing moved there. This is still in there. I can remove that screw. And I can remove this screw too. And now I have a working shield for whatever invention that I have that can come off and on. See? Check that out. So now, if I ever wanted to plug it back in, let's say I wanted to disconnect it all the time, I could. And I could just plug it right in. Just like that. So it uses 22 gauge wire as its little prongs. So you'd have to get some 22 gauge wire. You can go to Adafruit and get a spool of this magical wire, or you can go to SparkFun and get the same wire. Either or. Pretty universal that way. Very cool. Alright. And later on, even, I put some M3 nuts at the bottom So let's say you don't want to rely on the springs anymore and you want a really, really, really sturdy thing, like fall off a mountain type of sturdy. You can put an M3 screw in here, a nut there, and then crank it down. It will never come out ever again. So I would see this being used by those people that are doing like the environmental type of deal, you know, where you would monitor water, light, solar, whatever. And let's say you wanted the Arduino to be always rigged up the correct way. This would be a great shield for you. So, enjoy the Arduino wire harness. Have a good one. Alright, this video is intended to show you how to build the said wire harness. Okay, so here's all the parts that you're going to be printing out. You're going to be printing the base and the two wings. And you're also going to get two little swivels. What are you going to need? Well, you're going to need a piece of PLA, 3 mil. You're going to fashion it into a spike. I have a video just below this one to show you how to make PLA spikes. You're going to need a 1.75 PLA spike. I use the clear for this part. Rivet the ends, and then all you do is fashion these on here. So this goes in there just like that, and you put your PLA spike in here just like that. Now it pivots. You do the same to the other side. Now you're gonna have to go raid yourself some office supplies, or you go to a flea market, whatever, and get these pens with the springs in them. Okay, so you know the clicker pens, yeah, that type of pen. So what's going to happen is you're going to get a PLA spike, rivet the end, and put one of those springs on it. Then you insert it with the spring and then this little pivot. And as you have it compressed, then you cut it off and rivet it. Again, watch the video on how to make PLA spikes and you should be okay. Other than that, that's really it. If you don't have a really good printer, sometimes what you're going to have to do is widen the holes. Okay, and for that I use a really small drill bit. I use a 0.1 drill bit. It's the same drill bit they use for electronics. I think it's 0.1 or it's 1 point. I forget. But yeah, really small drill bit. And there's going to be holes right here anyway. If you print it out, you'll see the little dots. Just put the drill bit over there, twist it a couple times, good to go. Anybody that really prints this stuff and they're worth their salt in printing, they would probably have that little drill bit laying around. You know, I have a whole bunch of them. Great stuff. And that's it. That's how you build the Arduino wire harness. Enjoy.